Go ahead, fire away.
Coach, what led to the goaltending? John Doucette from NGFC Sports. Coach, what led to the goaltending change?
We have two great goalies, so all year we've kind of rotated back and forth. Obviously, Maddie got hot in the first round, so it was tough to take her out. But we knew we could go back to Nicole at any point, and she would be ready to go. And she obviously played fantastic for us tonight. So that was the benefit for me all year, is I had two goalies that were always ready and able to go. I had 1A and 1B. I didn't worry about who was in at the time, and certainly Nicole deserved another shot to get in there, and she played great tonight.
Chris Hurley, Lowell's son, Sophie just talked about this game, just coming back against your old team.
Yeah, it was definitely weird playing here for the first time on a different team, but coming in here, we knew we had to get one win on the road, and I think we played really well today after coming back from Sunday's game, and it was really fun.
Gail Triani from New England Sports Network. Coach and Nicole, if you guys could each kind of explain what you saw on the disallowed goal.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all heard a whistle on the bench, so there was definitely a whistle was blown, and then our players kind of stopped playing, and then all of a sudden we see the puck pop free and then get shot into the net. So, that was kind of my take on it, and they said, yeah, we definitely blew the whistle long before the puck was even free to go in the net. So, that was kind of what I saw, and that was the explanation I got.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I have no clue what happened, so we'll take it.
Did the puck get kicked out from under your blocker?
I really don't know. There was a group of players that collided on the side of the net, and somebody was kind of laying in front of me, and I was looking for the puck and couldn't find it, and it wasn't until Melissa Channel told me that it was laying over there for a while. It was good. So yeah, kind of a weird one, but we'll take it.
Luke Tedesco, Beyond Women's Sports. Today was, I believe, the hottest day of the year so far. We noticed in the locker room you guys had a fan going. Was the warmer conditions, did that affect anything on the ice at all? Was there anything weird, or was it pretty stock standard for you guys? Either Sophie or Nicole.
I think it was pretty standard, maybe a little slower in the third, but
I think it's been hot every game now, so we always have the fans going. So.
Jason Cook from the Hockey News. Sophie, just talk about how you've been able to really acclimate yourself to the Minnesota team since being traded from Boston earlier this year.
Yeah, it's definitely been a lot of fun. All the players and coaching staff have been great at welcoming me in, and I feel like I've been put in a position that plays to my strengths and has allowed me to succeed with the team so far.
Reagan Subban with TSN. Sophie, any conversations with the players on Boston ahead of this game or ahead of the series?
Not really. Talked to a few of my friends, but kind of just not talking about hockey as we're going to be enemies on the ice.
Haley Salvian from The Athletic. Nicole, Ken was just talking about, having this great tandem in Minnesota, and Kelly Panic actually talked a lot about the relationship that you and Maddie have. Can you just maybe speak a little bit to or describe the relationship that you guys have as a tandem here?
Yeah, I think combined with Kelly there, we're kind of the three musketeers, and we do a lot of stuff together, and we hang out all the time. I've spent a lot of time at Maddie's house over the years, and we've always been really close, and since 2017, I think, was the first time we played together, and yeah, we've just we've trained together for the past 3 years in Minnesota, so we just kind of know how to bounce off each other and know what each other needs when they're in net to be successful, and try to help in any way we can, but at the same time, obviously, we're pushing each other all the time, and I think it's a really, really unique relationship that we're really fortunate to have.
Does the preparation for you change at all when you find out that you're starting this game versus after, I think it was maybe 13 days between the game 1 and game 2?
I mean, nothing really changes. I think with how many games we've been able to play this year, it's you kind of get in a rhythm, and before, when you're just playing national team games, you kind of forget your routine. It's so long in between games, but this year it's just been able to roll and kind of do the same thing pre-game if I'm playing or not. So just kind of stick to the script.
Bridget, WEI. This is for Nicole and Sophie. How has this experience compared to your past playoff experience, and this being the final? And also, what does it mean for you guys to be going back home with the series tied?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference has just been the competitiveness of every single game and the amount of travel. This is the most I've ever traveled for playoffs throughout my entire career, and it's also been the longest series that I've ever played in before. So just making sure we're really prioritizing recovery. And then looking ahead, we're really excited to be back on home ice. I think we really succeed there, so I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I think we're very used to playing one and done, and every single game you play is kind of life or death. So it's been a little bit of an adjustment to, you get to go back and kind of correct some things and come out the next day. So I think we try to use those things to our advantage and continue to do that going in front of our home crowd.
Jason Cook from the Hockey News. Coach, just talk about how you've been able to shut down their power play 4 for 4 today in the kill. Let's talk about that a little bit.
I mean, our PK is really, we had a couple structural changes at the end of the year, and I think just our players have really bought in. I mean, the first round against Toronto, they were dialed in. We were blocking shots when we need to. Obviously, it's great when you have great goaltending. It always makes your PK look better, but I just think our system and structure, the players are really buying in, blocking shots. We're trying to, work together on clears, and fortunately, game one, they didn't have any power plays, so we didn't have to get tested, but obviously tonight they were great. They were a big part for us.
Lucas Tedesco, Belly Up Sports. How big a deal is it to be taking home ice advantage away from Boston going to the final 3 games of this series?
I mean, I think it's good. I mean, we came in knowing we wanted to get, a split, and we got that, but it doesn't mean that we can let off the gas. I mean, they're a good team. We know they're going to push back. Just because we're going home, we know we can't relax and think things are going to be done. We still have to win 2 more games before they do, and that's just our focus. We'll be focused on the next game come Friday night and be ready to go.
Ken, did you feel like your team did a good job or a better job at getting traffic in front of Frankel tonight?
I don't know about that. I mean, we had some really good looks the other day that we had some nice puck plays, moving around between Heisey and Kava and Kendall. They were really buzzing. Tonight, it was a little, I don't think we had as many clean looks on her maybe, but we certainly, tried to take advantage where we could. I mean, anytime you can get net front traffic, it's hard to score in this league, so you need it. So it was definitely, it's always an emphasis for us every game.